Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Homestead Fabricator. I'm not going to be in this video, but just be doing a walk and talk of the new shop. The other one, so many reasons why, water will blow through the service door in a storm and the shop floor could get all wet. Then if you open a shop door on a summer day, it would be, all wet and stuff on the floor. So I got this space. As you can see, there's a whole lot more to it than this. This would be like a receiving area, for bringing in my shop supplies and that. I can widen out this doorway, because there's an outlet here. And it's got these square screws. Take those out, up to a certain point, maybe just run a circular saw right along there for the depth of the OSB, and then widen this out so I could drive a vehicle car in here or something. So basically I'll bring in the metal from right into here to this spot where I'm going to have some kind of rack. It'd just be easier just to move that out of the way. Here I got tarps drying off that were under the tonneau cover. They're all wet. So this is where chop saw stand is going to go, is right here. I don't know exactly where it's going to go, but the welders are primarily going to be there. The landlord is able to do the outlets, so you can do that. A couple of 240 volt outlets, and I could run Everlast MTS 211 SI on full power. It should be nice for a change. I could weld 1/8" steel at full power on MIG mode and not worry about it. And then got a water heater and all that. Total square footage, about, I was listed at 1,920 square feet. So that is more than 3 times what my current one is. Forced air furnace. That's the air for the shop here. Really don't need much more than that. This would be like retail space or storage. So some people on a Facebook post on weld.com, where anybody can post stuff, they're like, well, that wood, that's a fire risk. I'm like, well, not really, because that is the shop space. And just that special pegging rack will probably go, just because I don't need it. That's all drywall anyway. Some of that pegboard will probably stay just because, it's not my way. Maybe when I put a storage rack that goes all the way up, maybe. Yeah, over here is probably going to be like a sheet metal storage, put in some kind of rack where I could divide it up and just have it, a few feet from the wall and just slide out what I need when I need it. For cutting station, what I'll probably do is keep the chop saws over there, and then I'd probably just run the plasma cutters and stuff off of the 240 outlets, one for the welder and one for a plasma cutter probably. And then I already have a 110 there for running the air compressor off of, so I'll probably have the air compressor there and then the plasma cutter right there next to it. So I might build a dedicated bench to it, or just keep my welding cart. Got the gas bottle. Corner shelves aren't going anywhere. It's nice to have air conditioning in here. This is how efficient this building is. Set for 54 degrees. It's at 58. Heat has not kicked in, but it kicked in last night for a little bit. I could probably turn it down to 45 right now. Yeah, it's going to take a long time before I could build up enough business where I could have my own gallery showroom area for the stuff I make. If I make grills, they're going to be custom, one of a kind with artistic touches. Got a lot of outlets. That was for like lighting display stuff, or this originally was a small non-refrigerated grocery store, I believe. Just dry goods. And the best part of this place compared to the old one, well, besides having heat, is basically a 3/4 bath. 3/4 because it has a shower, not a tub shower. So that'd be nice. Can clean right up before I go home. And I don't get into a car with all dirty, crappy clothes, on the leather seating. That would not keep a certain lady happy. That would not make her happy, I should say. Out here you got a few floor ducts for heat, which is really not that important. Just need to keep it warm enough for the pipes from freezing. And then out this door we have busy Wisconsin State Highway 21. So just a few miles east is Wautoma, Wisconsin. So I'm gonna be the one mowing this grass, so I'm gonna have to get some kind of lawn tractor. I don't want to push mow that. Don't need much of a lawn tractor. Not gonna be mowing the ditch, but need to maintain this frontage here, and probably just keep this up, for weeds, because I'm not renting the other store over there. That's a big one. That's probably like 2,500 square feet or more. It's got a huge dock area. So that's not me. That's a previous occupant here. They moved down the street. So I could put in get a new panel and put that in. It's sun fade. It got UV faded or something, so I guess when it's lit up, the previous business before this shows through, so I may have to make my own sign, which isn't that difficult. But I have to do something to take care of the snow until it sells, the property sells. It's like $250,000 to $300,000 for both buildings and the land and all that. So, but I have to maintain snow in front of here if I, want to keep it away from the building, which I will. Keep it away from the building. I gotta check that to make sure nothing's getting in there for like rodents. I think that was like a dryer vent. Just check that out, maybe plug that off. But I want to keep it maintained in the winter in case I do want to have like a winter open house once I get rolling out here. I'll just keep the snow off of the concrete and maybe around the side of the building just to keep it from going to pot. 1,920 square feet just for me. Well, I think this came unlocked. Yep. That's because I turned it from the outside. There we go. Now I can lock it and it's set. There we go. Let me turn the lights on in here. No. Those switches are for something else. Yes. I got a small garage barn shop fan thing. Not all the lights are coming on like they should. I'll have to check that out. Alright folks, till next time, take care. This is just a preview of the moving in process here. Once I get moved in, I'll be building a chop saw stand so I can have the saws have a dedicated area with room for storing, I don't know, the short bits, odds and ends, like 12, 16-inch pieces of angle iron and stuff and all that. Be nice to have a proper stand to support the ends instead of where I'm trying to, hold one end of the bar here while trying to hold it up against the mark where I'm cutting stuff is fairly close, but, and you have to grind off 1/8 of an inch. But I can get that big welding cart here. And I couldn't get that in the back of the truck because it was raining and had the tonneau cover to keep everything dry, so. Yeah, can't wait to get this thing unleashed for full power. I really like to try it out on stick welding. I got the TIG set up, I got the accessories stashed in there. And I got all the other little welders and stuff. Don't know what I'll use this for yet, unless I do steel FX coatings, of which this will come in very handy. Maybe convert that to a garden hose spigot or something. That would work better here. Well, I'll see. I'll have to change that out later, but oh, this welder's backwards. This is the Harbor Freight Chicago Electric 170 amp for heat settings on it, or voltage settings. Then you fine tune the amps with the wire feed speed. Slash arc 160 dual voltage. For some reason it goes all the way up to 160 amps on 120. No idea why. Then the old 90 amp flux core welder. Regular MIG welding, well, I think of it, on AC flux core, that's it. Doesn't penetrate very deep. But if I want to do flux core, I'll use this machine, because DC flux core really digs in compared to AC flux core. If you want to do some real projects but don't have much money on the welder, either get cheap dual voltage stick welder or get the Chicago Electric 170 DC welder. You can do mega shielding gas, you can do up to 1/4 inch, but flux core actually burns hotter. Flux core actually burns hotter than MIG, solid wire with shielding gas versus self-shielded flux core. But that's neither here nor there. So I don't know where I'm going to set the flux core welders up, because no need for them when I can run the MIG at full power. Maybe I'll have a 240 outlet here, so I can run those stick welders here without having, you know, 40-foot welding leads from there. The welder has the power to do it. I just don't, you know, for the money that those leads would cost, you know, because there's 240 right there. All I have to do is have an outlet really put in there and have that, or that box changed. I don't know how many amps are there, but that'd probably do allow me to do 1/4 inch. So till next time, folks, take care. This is the new shop. Mainly I want to do this video to tell you that why I haven't been doing a lot of fabrications, because I've been looking at new spaces, trying to figure that out, and then got this one, and I'll be able to do welding here in any weather, you know, rain, shine, cold, you know, be able to work anytime in here. That's the main reason why I moved shops and haven't been doing much welding. It's because of equipment failures for like the generator for welding at home. So instead of spending money on that, I saved the generator money for deposit on this place. Yeah, it's not too expensive, you know, but initially it's a lot because you got deposit. But yeah, I'll be able to do any size project now. I'm not going to be limited for space or storage, you know. Maybe hang up a curtain or a tarp over there to help keep the dust out from grinding and stuff. So that's for another future projects. Do little updates here and there as I'm building up the shop. First projects actually weld will be chop saw stand, so I can do proper cutting. I already have a welding cart, so I don't have to build that, but the chop saw stand build is going to be number one. And then maybe a plasma cutter table. I don't know if I'm going to have that on wheels or not, but that would be nice and handy. So I could do cut sheets like that, straight cut them. So, okay, now the final farewell. So, till next time, folks, take care and get out there and build something.